So here we go, guys. The State of Azeroth stream is live. I can't lie, I'm excited. I'm probably too excited, and I might be let down because I'm expecting big things, but here we go.
Now, more than ever.
Oh man, Chris Metzen. Something about Blizzard announcements, guys. They just hit a different way. The excitement is just different. Just thinking about the games, the community, just the years of good times, man. It's something else.
I'll stand with you.
Oh man, let's go. Let's go. Come on, guys, don't let us down.
Welcome to the State of Azeroth. When I was thinking about what the State of Azeroth actually means, I started to reflect on why we started doing annual updates in the first place. I remember in 2022 when we were in the twilight of the Shadowlands expansion and Dragonflight was about to launch. The Classic team was cooking on the Burning Crusade and prepping Wrath of the Lich King Classic. It was around this time that a new era emerged for the WoW team.
Yep.
One where we were rapidly evolving and storming toward the future with you on our minds.
I actually said this in one of my recent videos. Around Dragonflight is when Blizzard's communication changed.
Also noodle on experimental gameplay in modern WoW.
For the better.
This led to Mists of Pandaria Remix, Legion Remix, Plunderstorm, Overcharge Delves, and more. This energy allowed us to be more confident.
Man, that building looks incredible.
I would
love to work for Blizzard, man. What a dream for those people, seriously.
And it led us to share our first ever long-term roadmap to bring us closer to the community that inspires us. Our confidence and commitment since those days has not wavered, and we will continue to share our plans. So what does this all mean? Then and now. It means you are the spark that lights our way.
See, how much of a change is this, guys? If you played WoW for as long as me, Blizzard didn't used to do this, these roadmaps, these streams, letting us know everything, all of their plans. It wasn't like this.
And we're excited for the stories that will be told, the memories made, and the triumphs we will earn.
I've got a lot of optimism for the future of WoW, and that's one of the reasons why.
Light versus Void has been ever present in WoW, and we will charge into the fray with the Heronir and Devourer Demon Hunters by our side.
Can't wait to play
The
Heron
Campaign
here.
of Midnight is the kind of story that will find your heart. Whether you've just joined us in Azeroth, been with us the entire 21 years, or somewhere in between. Together we will experience all that Midnight has to offer as we work our way toward the third and final installment of the World Soul Saga, called The Last
I said we might hear something about The Last Titan.
Carry loss and still move forward. Heroism isn't perfection. It's a winding road of choices we make when things are hardest. And when our idea of the world is shattered, our notion of home will be paramount. There must be time for rest, creativity, and community.
I need to make a WoW house, man.
In short, housing. You've been
really
asking for this feature since the early
can't believe I've
days
not
of
made one
WoW.
yet.
We wanted to build it, and we knew it had
It's
to
not
live
found
up
the
to
time.
20 years of hopes and dreams. And on top of that, whatever housing started with, it had to be poised to grow.
Some people's
and
houses,
evolve over many years
seriously,
and be guided by
incredible.
our
Like,
players.
any of you guys
Here we are,
who have made houses
player
like these
housing
being
about to enter
featured,
full release with the Midnight
serious
expansion.
props. Like, I'm
During
so
housing
impressed. It's
early
incredible.
access, you
The
have
creativity of some
absolutely
people.
blown our minds. In the first 2 weeks alone, you all spent over 4 million hours in your houses and neighborhoods. That's
Jeez.
over 400.
No way.
And you placed over 14 million decor items in that time. The most
What?
gold has
Oh
been
my
spent
god,
on
that
the
kid, that's
secretive
crazy.
bookcase wall,
Oh my
of
god.
course, because who
Amazing.
doesn't love a secret door? I always say, never underestimate players.
Yep.
And thank you for proving me right over and over.
I didn't
again.
realize that
It's been a
housing was.
beautiful
I mean,
reminder
I
that
knew it was
everyone
popular, but
enjoys Azeroth
wow,
in their own way.
those
And
figures
on
have kind of
that
blown me
note,
away.
We want to see even more of that creativity. We recently announced the launch of Azeroth Interiors, which is our midnight renovation challenge.
That
This
sounds
is a
fun.
global
That sounds
invitational for
fun.
WoW creators and community
I think it's kind of
members. We're
like
competing in a
the
battle unlike
MDI,
anything
but for
we've ever seen
housing,
before.
which,
Instead of swords and shields,
honestly,
the weapons
what
are
a cool
mood
idea,
boards,
seriously.
boundless creativity, and finesse with our tools. So head over
People
to your favorite
competing for
creator
like the
channel
coolest
and
houses
check
or
out
coolest
their
creations.
concepts for
I
what
think
they will
that's
be
that's
building
great.
over the next month.
Like, seriously,
Over
props to
time,
Blizzard
our
for
updates to housing will be
actually
driven by what you want
supporting
and
these
what
kind
you
of
need
ideas.
to
It's
make
so
your
cool.
dreams real. as you continue to explore, imagine, and push the tools to their limits. We'll have more about the updates you can expect.
I
in
like Holly
housing in
Longdale a
few
lot.
moments.
I think she's
If you've played
really
WoW
good for the
before,
game.
one of the coolest parts
Cool
about
person.
housing when you open up your inventory for the first time is to see all the housing items you've collected without even knowing it because of achievements you got in past expansions. It's like a trip down memory lane. And speaking of memories, let's talk about WoW Classic.
Oh no,
Over the past
here we
6
go.
years, I really can't believe it's been 6 years. Classic has been an expression of love
I can't
for the
believe it's
early
been
years
6
of WoW,
years.
and bringing it to you in a variety of flavors. Between our hardcore seasonal and progression realms, you've shown us the ongoing potential of WoW and Classic are limitless.
Yep.
We take that to heart, and we will continue to honor that. Today, Miss of Pandaria Classic continues in the
There's
original Classic
no
realms,
limit to the
with the
potential
next
of things
major
they can do with
milestone
Classic
being the
WoW,
release
whether
of the
it's
escalation
true
update
to
in a few
true
weeks.
to the expansion
It
servers
includes a new
or
quest campaign, new
adding
battlegrounds, scenarios,
content
and more.
extra
We're going
like
to release the
unreleased
Mists of
content and
Pandaria
things.
patches over time as we
It's
have with
it's
previous
infinite, the
expansions.
potential of
And you
Classic
can
WoW.
expect the
There's
Siege of Orgrimmar and the return of
so
Timeless
much
Isle
potential
later
for
this
Blizzard
year.
to tap into. It's insane.
The launch of Burning Crusade Classic on our anniversary realms is also on our doorstep. Another round of Illidan taunts and Fel Reaver terrors. The Outlands, Kara, Mag, and more are coming later this year too. We also launched seasonal Titan Reforged realms in Classic for our players in China. Why? Not only are our audiences between Modern and Classic unique, but so are our WoW players in China. We made those realms for them, based on how they play. And that's not all we're cooking up. I can say with confidence that all Classic players across the globe have a lot to look forward to. I'm really excited to announce that...
No, stop it.
I guess we'll save that for
No,
later.
stop it. What are
So,
you doing, Blizzard?
back to where I
Don't do
began.
this to me.
What is the State of Azeroth? It's alive in all its forms, incredibly vibrant and getting brighter. And we plan
Agreed.
to keep it that way with your help and guidance as we listen to your
Man,
feedback and
seriously, I
act on
can't
it.
explain how
Soon you will
jealous
see
I
us
am
launch surveys and
of people
games
that
so we can
work for
get your
Blizzard.
thoughts and feedback.
Imagine being able
Listening
to
to you is our
work,
commitment.
like earn a
We mean it,
living,
and we aim to
putting
keep
your
improving it.
passion into
We wanna give you
something
the place, space,
that
and
you and
tools
so
to
many other
play
people
how
care
you wanna
about, like,
play and live how you want to live in Azeroth. That's
incredible.
our North Star. We want our humble universe to be the place you go to when you have a bit of free time, when you need to recharge alongside your friends and family after a long day, or when you need an escape.
Yep.
Let off steam by conquering a boss, role-playing, now decorating, mogging,
And this is what
PvPing,
World of Warcraft
exploring,
is.
Whatever. A fantasy home in every sense.
The fantasy
Strangers become
escape.
friends and friends become neighbors.
Seriously,
And
she
we have
gets
a plan
this.
to help those of you looking for your people.
She gets it.
Those players who enjoy the same things in WoW that you do. We're calling it the WoW Ambassador Program, which is all about the community helping the community, as it often does. This is less about us and more about you.
This might be important
Bit
for
of an
me,
experiment to
genuinely.
help connect you with players and communities that are filled with others who play how you play or how you want to play. Our ambassadors are helpful friends
That's
from within
great.
our very own WoW community. And you can check out our website for more details.
Okay, so easier ways
As
to
you
find
know,
like-minded
community is
players.
our
That's
mainstay.
huge.
And
I've
in the
struggled
era
with
of
that over the
housing,
last
we
couple of
wanted to do
years.
what we can to support those who need more than pixels when it comes to having a place to live. This year, we're excited to be partnering with Habitat for Humanity with a charity pet pack that we hope with your
This is also
support
incredible,
will help
like,
provide safety
yeah.
and shelter to families in
The
need
work
of
that
affordable
Blizzard are
homes.
doing.
Habitat for Humanity
Incredible.
has helped more than 65 million people globally.
But yeah, I
This
don't know if any of
charity
you guys
pet
can
pack
relate, but
includes the adorable
since I got
Rufus,
more
who will be available
real
in
life
both modern and classic WoW.
sort of
Rufus loves to
obligations and
build,
things,
something
I
you'll see
couldn't
in action
I
if
couldn't
you've
mythic
left
raid
idle for
anymore.
too long.
I've
Those of
lost a
you
lot
who
of
play
connection in
modern
WoW. I
will
play
also
mostly
get a
alone or
doghouse,
just
a
with
bowl,
bugs,
and a
and
bed.
you don't speak to them
We're
anymore.
incredibly excited to be
So that
supporting
ambassador
Habitat for
system,
Humanity
potentially
this
being able to
year,
help people
and
kind
we'll
of
have more
find
information to share about
friends
how
in
you can
game,
bring
social
Rufus
groups,
home.
like-minded players, that
As
sounds
always,
great. On the
you
surface,
are
I hope
our
it works.
heroes,
That sounds
our
fantastic.
heartbeat, and our gratitude is everlasting.
But yeah, just going back to what she said
I'll see
earlier,
you at BlizzCon 2026, and of course,
it's, you know,
at home
you have
in
all this
Azeroth.
real life stress, there's all this crazy stuff going on in the world, especially right now. World of Warcraft is that thing that's always been there, that you can just turn your PC on, log in, and suddenly you're in this beautiful, welcoming, homely fantasy place. That's what World of Warcraft is, to me at
Hey
least.
everyone, and thank you, Holly. I'm Ian Hazikostas, game director for World of Warcraft.
Okay, I think we're going to hear
I want to
some
start off
specific
by
game
saying
things now.
thank you, as always,
Big Ian's
to
on the
our
screen.
community, for your continued passion, for the time you put into this world, and for your boundless creativity. It has been so amazing seeing so many folks jump into housing over the last couple of months. I'll be talking more about this later, but I just wanted to start out by saying, on behalf of everyone who had any part in bringing housing to life, that we are simply in awe of what you've already created. We knew you'd make incredible homes, but the community response has
Like,
just
look at
blown
that, man.
away our expectations.
Seriously. The
There simply
creativity,
is no World of Warcraft without you,
I can't
our
explain.
community. We are honored to be a part of this world and humbled to be the caretakers of something that has remained so special and so important to so many people for so long.
Yeah.
Today, I'd like to share with you a bit of what we're up to with World of Warcraft. In terms of the
Here we
right now
go.
present stuff, the fast approaching launch of Midnight, and a small peek at some of the bigger things that we have planned for 2026. Now, obviously, I can't go too far into all the details, especially with so many of our plans tied up in story
That
spoilers.
Lich King helm
I
in the
just wanted to keep
background
some
is...
surprises. But we think
I
there is
want
a
that.
ton to look forward to
I bet
for
it
all
costs
residents of
hundreds,
Azeroth in
maybe
the
even
year ahead.
thousands, but I
So
want
let's
it.
get right into it. As we stand here today, we
That
are
is
just
beautiful.
over a month from launching Midnight
Man,
and
I
getting
can't
the
wait to go
game
to
into
Silver
your
Moon.
hands. The team is working hard to polish up the last details of the expansion, iron out bugs, refine features, and just overall get this thing ready.
Some
for
of
you to
these
dive
visuals
into
in Midnight are
March.
gorgeous. I just have to say
But
that.
between now and then, there's still plenty to do and see in WoW today.
Okay, this
We
is
are
something I
kicking
actually
off
need
the
to check
Midnight
out. I haven't done the
pre-launch
pre-expansion
event
event yet.
called
I've been
Twilight
too busy.
This event will run until Midnight's launch on March 2nd.
But I think there's
This
some
is
pretty
where
cool
the stakes
transmogs
start
that
to
you can get, so I
crystallize,
actually do
and
need
the
to do
threat we
this.
face begins to take real shape, and the void makes itself felt in our world. This is a repeatable event in which you'll join Magister Umbric and Grand Magister Ramath in their efforts to keep the Twilight's Blade at bay at locations around the world. You'll be killing rares, completing world quests, and defeating bosses as you earn limited time rewards like pets, mounts, transmogs, and of course,
Nice.
some fresh housing decor for your home.
Yeah, I need
The
to do this
pre-patch that
definitely.
recently went live also includes a ton of the
Gotta
new
get them
features and
cosmetics.
improvements that are tied to Midnight. Demon hunters out there can get started playing the new Void-themed Devourer.
I was
Ring
excited for
specialization.
Devourer
Or
until I
Void
saw
Elf Demon Hunters
the
can be
gameplay
unlocked with a short
revolving
quest
mainly
line.
around one button,
Some
and
of
it
the
kind of put
baseline
me off.
systems improvements and
I might
updates
still try it,
that
though.
live include our new Transmog 2.0 system, which includes situational outfit swapping,
I love
an
this.
improved UI, and finally, slot-based transmog.
The new
so you don't
transmog
have to
system
constantly
as an
repeat
idea is
transmog
just
every time you get an upgrade.
fantastic. Seriously, it's so
For
good.
players new to PvP, learn the ropes in the training grounds. Expanding and revamping the idea found in Compstomp, players will join a battle against smarter game-controlled opponents in Arathi Basin, Silver Shard Mines, and Battle for Gilneas. Also kicking off this week is the Winds of Mysterious Fortune, a limited time event
And that's
where
a leveling
XP and
buff, right?
reputation
Yep.
gains are boosted across the
Okay,
board.
so good time to level your alts, guys. If you didn't
think
use
this is
Legion
another great way to
Remix
get
and
caught
you've still
up
got some
ahead
alts
of
you want to
Midnight,
level,
whether it's leveling
good
an
time
alt
to do
join
it.
the fray or fast tracking some of those rep-based decor items that you've been chasing.
Ah, of course,
as
yeah.
part of this celebration of Midnight,
Oh,
we are
nice. Here we go.
granting
How do we get
special
this?
limited time Dark Portal decor item to every player with an active WoW subscription who logs in between now and the launch of the expansion. Finally, Welcome Back Weekend also starts today. If you're not currently subscribed to WoW, but you've had a subscription in the past,
I think he said everyone who
from
logs
now
in.
until February
So,
1st, you can
yeah, there you
explore
go,
the
guys.
WoW base game for free up to level 80, including all level up content, pre-launch events.
We all get a Dark
the recent
Portal for our
system updates
homes.
I've been talking about,
Let's
a
go.
completely overhauled returning player experience, and more than 20 years of Azeroth's world and story. We are so excited about Midnight and all that's been going on with WoW, and we really want to make sure that we're making it easy for you to come check it all out.
I genuinely, I check out my recent video about if WoW expansion hype is dying, but I am quietly confident about
Level
Midnight.
cap is
The hype
forcing
isn't
increasing to
huge,
90,
but I am
and you'll be
quietly
leveling through
confident.
4 new
Like,
and
look at these
reimagined
zones, man. For a start,
New
like,
questing content, both
these zones
campaign
look
chapters as well
incredible.
as
The
local
visuals are
stories,
just
and additional
gorgeous,
chapters
high
waiting for
fantasy.
you at max level. Midnight is introducing 8 new dungeons, 11 new delves, and a new delve companion.
And I've no
Valera,
doubt, as always,
as
the
well as
dungeons and
prey
raids will be
system that add
incredible.
a layer of depth, challenge, and intrigue to your outdoor world gameplay.
Prey, I'm
We
not
have
so
new PvP
optimistic on.
features coming in
I think it
Midnight,
could
like the new epic
be a little bit
battleground, Slayer's Rise, which also exists
predictable,
as an
but we'll
outdoor
see.
world space
I want to
for
give it a
those of you who
chance.
prefer world PvP in war mode. You can also spend some time in the Arcantina, a mystical tavern where you can rub elbows with some big names in WoW lore, learn more about them, and complete quests on their behalf.
That's going to be a role player's
Well,
paradise.
a couple of weeks after launch, Season 1 will kick off in full. That update will pull the story forward through a host of new content. First off, we have the 6-boss raid, the Void Spire.
Yeah,
that really is
I
going
think
to
these
be the
raids will be
beginning of a
incredible,
capstone to the
genuinely.
story that we're telling
Like
at the start
WoW,
of
you can
Midnight.
always rely on some
We're also
things
gonna
in
have
WoW.
Swallow
It's the
one boss
dungeons and
raid
raids.
called the Dream
Mythic
Raid,
Plus is always
as well
great.
as 4
Raids
new
are always
bosses
great.
in the outdoor world. As we kick off our seasons, we're going to have a new pool of Mythic Plus dungeons, 4 new Midnight
Algathar
dungeons,
Academy,
along
let's
with 4
go.
updated Legacy dungeons, our new Delve season, and of course a new PvP season where you can test your skills and earn cutting-edge rewards. And with the training grounds I mentioned earlier, hopefully there'll be a smoother on-ramp into PvP for those who are trying to get into the ecosystem for the first time. Now, a couple of weeks after that, we're also going to have a 3rd raid zone, the March
Wow.
on Caldenas.
Look at,
a new
man,
2-boss
seriously, look at
raid
that.
That really caps off this initial chapter of the Midnight story and brings us
That
closer
looks
to what will come
freaking
next.
beautiful.
The addition
My
of story
word, that
mode
looks
to World of
incredible.
Warcraft has made it so that any
A little
player can
2-boss raid
experience
like
these modes
that,
for themselves. And we want to continue
with
to lean
gorgeous
in,
visuals and a
giving you
Blood Elf
ways to live the
aesthetic,
story of
like,
Azeroth, no matter how
heck
you choose
yes,
to play.
man, I wish I was Mythic
Whether you want to
raiding.
jump in and tackle
God
raids,
damn.
do delves, or just hang out in the Arcantina and have a chat. Our goal, as always, is to give you lots to do and tons to choose among. And we
Yep.
can't wait to see how you
And this
choose
is
to
another
adventure
thing that I
across the
touch on with
unfolding story
modern
of
WoW,
Midnight.
or WoW in general. I think there's something for every gamer. There is something for everyone,
As I
whether you're
said earlier,
hardcore
we
or
have been
casual.
utterly overwhelmed by your creativity and your ingenuity.
Wow, that shrine
during
is
housing
awesome.
so far, and of course, by your feedback. As Holly said, we want you to help us build this feature together. We want to hear more of what you're interested in, more of what's working and what's not working, and your feedback is directly informing the decisions we make. You've already seen some quality of life improvements go live over the last couple of months, but we're keeping a close eye on housing to continually improve the feature from every angle, whether we're talking about economy adjustments, UI updates, or all new functionality. We want to keep finding opportunities to support the creative expression that you invent, like making it easier to float your house, for example.
Nice. I
Right
think
off the bat,
one
there's a
feedback I'd
couple
have
of
with
things we
housing is
already have
they
in
need to
mind.
figure out a way to make it
We've
feel
heard from
more
many of
alive
you
in terms of
that
community.
your cozy
I think
creation
some people are
doesn't quite
already
feel
saying
complete without the ability for some of your companion
that it
pets
feels
to
kind of
wander around
empty.
it and get into trouble. So we want to
Although
offer
this
the
is a nice
ability to place
change
those
that
pets
actually
there,
kind of
as well
addresses
as
that.
showcasing more of your cosmetic collections in general.
Not entirely,
Like, for
but being able to
example,
have your
being able to
mounts and
hitch a couple
pets
of your favorite
wandering around
pets
your house
in your yard
or
outdoors.
around your
We're working on
plot. That
delivering
sounds
as
cool.
well. We've also seen and heard that as you're expressing that boundless creativity and maybe making something like, say, a grand piano that you cobble together from a dozen different decor pieces, it can be frustrating when you realize that you have your grand creation, but it's not quite in the spot you want it to be in, and you want to move it just a few feet over to the side. Right now, you pretty much have to deconstruct and reconstruct the thing to do that. Well, we want to make it so that you can just click and drag, mass select.
Oh
multiple
wow,
pieces
that's
and move them
huge.
over.
That's huge.
While we're at it,
Awesome,
let's also have
Blizzard.
the ability to copy and paste. So if you want to have a few of those grand pianos, you can just copy, paste, paste,
Oh,
paste,
okay.
and there you go. Now, speaking
Quality of
copying
life
and pasting,
changes that we
we've also
need.
heard from many of you
Amazing.
that
Good
as you're
stuff.
browsing
That's
these
cool.
amazing creative designs that your fellow players are coming up with, you wish that it would be easier to just grab them and import them as a starting point for your own experimentation. Or maybe you've cooked up something that you're really proud of and you want to share it with your friends or the community at large. So we're working on creating import and export codes for easy sharing and exchanging
Oh wow.
of your house designs.
No way.
Along the way, to give you even more freedom,
You can
in
just
what you
import
do,
an entire
we're going
house
to see
design.
Decor budgets, both for interior and
That's
exterior
crazy.
placement, continue to increase. Some of that is the product of things
I think I
learning
would
about
like that
technical limits
because
on the system, but
I'm
also
not
just the
particularly
desire to give
creative-minded.
ongoing
I have an
progression as you're
idea,
able to
a
level
vision
up
of
your
what I want my house to
more and
look
more.
like,
That's
but
some of the stuff
executing it
we're
would be
working on,
something else. So I
definitely
think
not
if I could
complete
find
list,
somebody
but
else's
we're
that's
keeping
close
an
to
eye
it and
on
use that as a
bigger things for
baseline, that would be
housing as
awesome.
well. Once neighborhood endeavors go live with Midnight launch, We'll be paying
This
very
might
close
help
attention to
housing
just
feel
how
more
they liven
alive.
up your neighborhood
Yes.
and how you interact
Endeavors.
with them to determine how best to support the things you want to see from that feature.
Endeavors
going
giving
forward.
people a reason to be in the neighborhood.
this
Hopefully
is just
that'll
the ground
liven
floor
up
for housing
the
in World of Warcraft.
neighborhoods a little bit.
This is the foundation of a feature that we want to be a reflection of your life and times in Azeroth, and we're serious about expanding it and improving it alongside you in the years to come. So again, thank you so much for your passion.
And again, I've touched
your
on this in a
feedback so
recent
far.
video. This is
Tell us
Blizzard's
what you want
mentality
from
again.
housing,
It's
and we will
not
keep
features for an
listening,
expansion and
we'll
then
keep it coming.
dumping them. It's features for years and years to come
Now,
and
it's
listening
time
to
get
player
into the
feedback.
content updates you can look forward to beyond.
But
the
here we
launch
go.
event.
Here's some
We have a few things to share today.
maybe juicier
starting
stuff.
with more specific plans, and then getting a bit more vague as we move later into the year.
Of
with
course,
details to
of
follow.
course. Oh,
So
okay.
First off, shortly after Midnight's launch, patch 12.05 will hit our public test realm. This update finds us in the immediate aftermath of those Season 1 raids, which, would you believe, didn't quite fully resolve the threat that Xal'atath poses
No
to Azeroth.
way.
And so we're gonna see
Xal'atath
void
didn't get
assaults begin to
destroyed
pop
in
up
Season 1? No
across the
way.
outdoor world. These will bring new enemies for us to fight,
Okay.
new reasons to rally to defend Azeroth.
So
and
we're
of
getting an
course,
early
new
patch with
rewards
more
along
outdoor
with it.
content. That's
On
good.
the lighter side, we're also going to be adding a prop hunt inspired event as a small diversion from this pitched battle raging between the light and the dark. In this event, you're going to queue up and find yourself on a team facing off against another small team of 5 in a location like Silvermoon City or the Alliance and Horde neighborhoods, where one team uses enchantment and illusion to disguise themselves cleverly as innocuous props
Amazing.
and try to hide in the environment, while the other team tries to seek them out.
Nice. Okay, so
This
some
event is not
a
gonna be
light-hearted
when it
little
comes to
event.
beating back the void
That's
and saving
cool. No, I
Azeroth,
like that.
but it is a way to find some fun in the face of an ever-present,
It's a
ever-growing
little fun
Our next
extra.
small update, 1207, brings a further escalation of these void assaults, but also a standalone one-boss raid. We're
Nice.
excited to get away from the idea of raids being consigned to just these massive twice-a-year updates.
Totally
We wanna lean
agree.
into the
More
flexibility
one-boss
of matching
raids.
The content that we offer to the narrative and just fun
Think
opportunities
Wrath of the
that we
Lich
see
King,
to
like
tell
Obsidian
stories in different
Sanctum and
shapes
Vault of
sizes.
Archivon and stuff. People love this.
All
That's
of this
great.
brings us to the first
More
major
content
Midnight
between
content
big
update,
patches.
12.1.
Awesome.
Now, I can't reveal the name, setting, or really much of anything specific about this update yet, but I can share that 12.1 will bring with it a large new outdoor questing space full of max level
Nice.
content, a new
Timeless Isle
raid,
kind of thing.
and of course,
New raid,
seasons,
yep.
so an updated Mythic Plus dungeon pool, new PvP and delve rewards, and the continued refinements and expansion that you'd expect from a major content update in WoW. This patch is
So,
also
pretty
going to
traditional
bring an
big patch.
overhaul of our friend system that makes it easier for you to keep up with friends you have and make new friends along the way. Next up
That's ace.
comes 12.1.
Like I say, I need the social stuff in WoW. I really need it right now.
Content type. We have seen how passionately the community has taken to delves, and we want to support this with even more flexibility and experimentation. For those of you who love delve gameplay, but wish there were something a little more than the bite-sized experiences we currently offer, we are
Bite-size?
adding a new feature that we're currently calling labyrinths. These
Wow.
are inspired by mega dungeons in a sense, and labyrinths are large, sprawling delve experiences that you can
Okay.
tackle all at once.
That's
or just a bit
that's
at a
cool.
time, depending
Awesome.
on your schedule and preference. They're going to have a different form and reward structure than you're used to seeing in your delves, but they will keep the core elements of exploring and besting foes.
A sort of big
alongside your
expansion
trusted
like
delve
this and
companions.
making it labyrinths. That's
Beyond
a
that,
big
and
step.
also
I
in
like that.
12.5, we are planning another small one-boss raid in this window.
Awesome.
Unlike the raid in 1207,
Loving this
which is more
direction
a
of
standalone thing, this raid is
little
going to be a
filler
direct
raids that are like
continuation
one
of
boss.
Midnight's narrative,
That's awesome.
bridging us and setting the stage for the next major update in the following
Really
year, which
like
we'll
this
talk about
direction
down
from
below.
Blizzard.
Later in the year, we also have a new standalone event coming from the same group of mad scientists who brought you game modes like Plunderstorm or Remix.
Oh
We'll
wow.
have more to share on this as we get closer to the date.
Oh,
This is going to be
okay,
another
that's hype, though.
separate
That's
standalone
cool.
mode that exists alongside the core World of Warcraft loop. And all this, of course, is going to be accompanied by the steady, fast flow of content that you're used to seeing. Holiday updates, events like Turbulent Timeways, and much more. We want to keep moving at the live service pace you've come to expect since Dragonflight, and that we've continued
Since
through the War
Dragonflight,
Within,
yep.
making sure there's
I said this
always
in my
something
recent
new and
video.
exciting
Dragonflight was the
on
turning
horizon.
point. Everything changed with Dragonflight. The communication, the update stream,
Now, that's the
everything.
big stuff we have to share right now. But there's still way more to come in Midnight and in World of Warcraft as a whole. and we can't wait for you to see it. We also have this little thing called BlizzCon coming up in just under 8 months.
Nice.
And while I can't say too much today, what I can say is that this is going to be one for the ages. We really hope to see you there and to show you some of how we're thinking about the next.
Love all the
20
guys that go to
years of
BlizzCon.
everything
I'd love to one day.
You're not going to want to miss this one. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay, I feel like they
Thank
left
you to
quite a
every
lot
single member of this
vague.
community for being a part of the
Kind of
journey
expected
with
it,
us.
but
But before we go, however, I just want to share
Oh.
one last thing. We know the Void and Xalatath are dark threats, and that the stakes are high, and the tone of midnight can be dire. But we also never want to forget that Azeroth is, for all of us, home.
yeah, like I say, honestly, I think they left a lot vague there. I love that though. Come home on March the 2nd. I really like that. I think they left a lot vague, but I think I'm really excited for Midnight. I think quietly, it's going to be a really good expansion and a really good time for World of Warcraft because of the philosophies of the guys at the top, the philosophies of people like Holly and Ian. They recognize it's a home, it's an escape, it's a fantasy away from the stress of the real world. They get that. So yeah, I'm quietly really confident about WoW in 2026 and beyond. However, slightly confused, where is the classic WoW stuff? Were we not promised a classic WoW roadmap? I don't think we got one, right? We got the Midnight roadmap talking about the one boss raids and the general content updates for the rest of the year, obviously getting vaguer towards the end of the year, but where's the classic WoW roadmap? Either I went into a dream and completely missed it, but where is the classic news and the classic roadmap? Man, I was really hoping to get like at least a teaser of what the SOD team had been working on. That's kind of one thing that I really wanted. I think the guys behind Season of Discovery really were onto something. Like, it still had the feel, the vibe of classic WoW, but like with enough change that it felt fresh. And I think that's something that players want, you know? Yeah. A little bit confused about the lack of classic info there, but thank you for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts on that stream in the comments below, because I think some of them will be quite interesting. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.